With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's the former Auburn kicker, Daniel Carlson, to get this one started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Jones wants to throw to start things out here. And incomplete to open things up.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
49, guys. Mike, 49.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jackrabbit Jenkins. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy. It's not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
They'll begin the drive with Jackson on the ground. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
2nd down, another carry for Jackson. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. Now back to throw. On the out route, this is Adams with a catch. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. This will wind up a loss on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. They're going to try and throw. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that 4th down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. They'll try and run for it. And try to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short. And he is short. He needed 2. He only got 1. And the Giants are going to get the football back. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
49.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards on the play. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And some room to maneuver. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. The 22 more yards there and another first down. Throwing, Jones. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, Giants. From 21 yards away. And the Giants get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time they were stopped on fourth down, had a drive stalled out. We'll see how they respond this go-around. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Barkley again. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Barkley will score. Touchdown, New York.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
And McPherson on for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They run again with Jackson. And not a whole lot to speak of there, so bring him down shy of the 20. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line to hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
Oh, what a juke into space. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. 21 yards there on 3rd down. Two minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
Get ready, get ready.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Got a man, it's Randy Moss. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
So the delay of game penalty backs him up. It's now 2nd and 7. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. That is caught. It's Calvin Johnson. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 38-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They'll look to throw again. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Moss. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Giants force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with a 14-0 lead, they may just try to get this to the locker room.
You gonna see me in your nightmares, son.
Now Jones. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Rob Gronkowski, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. After the made field goal, Carlson now sets up to kick this away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Back to throw. Jones. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Raiders are going to take over at their own 41. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
2nd and 5. Eluding the pressure right. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Martin, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
They'll set up a throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this 3rd quarter of action. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
When you see those RPOs run, you need the first man to attack and be a disruptor. And on that play, he closed down fast and helped knock it away.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And here is a leaping catch. He pulled it in. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. This will be caught by Randy Moss. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. They'll try the right side here with Bo. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Michael Strahan with a tackle for loss there. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He finds it. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
Can almost see inside his face mask there, the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. He'll drop to throw.
Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Now a handoff inside, it's Jackson. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw here. Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. They'll set up to throw. It's caught here by Adams. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. He'll look to throw.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. On 2nd down, this is Jackson. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Raiders are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
Carlson on for the PAT. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
From the 10.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And he'll be brought down around the 7-yard line.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up the score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble, now great field position. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Again, Jackson. And not a whole lot there as he'll get him down at about the 2.
Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Jackson.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. The kick by Carlson is good, and they take a 17-14 lead.
So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally, we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something
Heads up.
to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. A gain there of 21 yards. Now Jones on 1st and 10. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Jones. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Jones. Over the middle, it's complete. Down inside the 10. A big pickup of 38.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
Jones.
And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
McPherson now for the extra point.
And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. offense set to get this drive started.
And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked off by Jackrabbit Jenkins. And the Giants have just about sewn up this football game.
When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball.